Let's see. There we go. All right, so we're going to go through our agenda today. We're going to do announcements real quick, and then we'll do our notes and assignment. And we have a little bit of a jigsaw today. So for week 9, that is this week, we're done with 32. Shout out to everyone who turned in their 32. Thank you for doing that on Tuesday. You guys are rocking it out. And then on today, we are going to have 33 today. So I'll explain what we'll be doing today. Next week, as I mentioned, we'll be in our PT. So we won't have official math assignments. We'll have PT assignments. Very excited for us to learn about financial literacy and get a little bit of learning about money. So if you have any questions about money, that's where you can fill it out in that form there. Okay. So that's that second form if you haven't finished that second form yet. Are there any questions about the schedule? Any questions about the schedule? Feel free to come off mute. No questions about the schedule? All right. All right. Then I just wanted to highlight for us, there are a few of us who need to turn in a missing assignment. That is totally fine. But I did want to just remind you to turn in that missing assignment. If you see your name over here, that means I've got everything from you. You are rocking it out. So I just wanted to remind you, some of us are still working on 29, no problem. Some of us need 30, some of us need 31, some of us need 32, right? I did see that I got 2 submissions last night after I graded. So there are at least 2 people on this list that already turned it in. Thank you so much for turning that in. It could be you. You could be like those 2 people. Turn in your 32. You got it. And then I just wanted to say, like, y'all, we are so close to the end of the semester. Thank you so much for doing so awesome. Like, give that little cat high five on your screen because, man, you all are doing a really, really great job in very tough situations. So give yourself a pat on the back, like wake yourself up this morning, be like, yeah, we're doing it. It is a cute kitten, huh, Melanie? So I'm really proud of you. I feel like I haven't said that enough this semester. So you're doing a really great job. Even if you're a couple assignments behind, I get it. It happens. We'll get back on track, but I just wanted to let you know you're doing a great job. Okay. All right. For today, you have 2 options. Okay. And I asked you this on your last assignment, which one you liked. Did you like the law of signs and want to keep practicing the law of signs, right? What we were doing on Tuesday, or did you want to learn something new, right? So there are 2 tracks for today. One is you want to keep practicing, and one is you want to learn something new. I saw if you filled out your information, I saw that some of you wanted to work on law of cosine. So I know specifically Alan R, Ashley, Daryl, Diana G, Jessica, Marcy, and Roxana. I know that y'all definitely wanted to work on law of signs. Unfortunately today, some of you have logged in with like a guest account. And so I haven't been able to, I'm not able to like see, well, here's what happened. Your breakout rooms didn't automatically put you in the places that they were supposed to put you. So that's not a problem, but it just means that we're gonna have to do like a little shuffling around today. If you did not finish assignment 32, you probably haven't made this choice yet, right? You haven't decided, do I wanna do law of signs more, or would I like to learn something new, okay? So my recommendation would be to stay with law of signs. That would be my recommendation. Like if you haven't done 32 yet, let's stay with law of signs. If you really, really want to learn something new, then we'll go to law of cosine, okay? So here's what's happening. Some of us are going to learn something new, and you have a breakout room called law of cosines. You have a breakout room called law of cosines that you should already see along the bottom, and you can go into your breakout room now. So that's Alan, Ashley, Daryl, Diana, Jessica, Marcy, Roxana. Y'all should see a breakout room called law of cosines. You can jump into that now. Some of you may see a breakout room with Miss Flores, right? With Miss Flores. You can go ahead and jump into your breakout room now. You can go ahead and jump into that breakout room now. Alan Romo doesn't have one. He does, but it's not putting you there. Let me go ahead and fix it for you. Wait a second, Alan. Go ahead. There you go. All right, friends. So if you are someone who really wanted to learn law of science and you don't see a breakout room for you, if you could go ahead and let me know on just in the chat, that would be great. Izzy, it doesn't let you go in. Law of cosines, there you go. Jessica, that is very strange. I'm gonna move you and then I'll move you back. There you go. I know that I have a few of you. If you want law of sines, good news, you're gonna stay here with me, right? If you want law of sines, you're gonna stay here with me, right? So Ms. Flores is pulling a very specific group of people this morning, right? Pulling a very specific group of people this morning, so that's why. So let me get that going here. Sebastian, Izzy, should be, let's see. Yes, Flores. Jacob. All right, everybody. If you are staying with me, go ahead and navigate to Canvas, please. If you're staying with me, go ahead and navigate to Canvas and find our notes page and our assignment page for today. So if you're staying with me, hold tight and we will get you in the right place. Thank you for your patience this morning. I am sorry about those breakout rooms. They should have gone. Right. Alan V. Gabby, you're staying with me. Here's what I'm gonna do, y'all. I'm just gonna run through the list and I will tell you if you're staying here with me or if you're jumping into a breakout room. It's gonna take me like maybe 3 or 4 minutes, but then I will have you all in the right place, okay? So Alan V, you're staying with me. Amira, you're staying with me. Zephyr, you're going to law of cosines. Brandon, you're going to law of cosines. Shamaya, you're going to law of cosines. Desiree, you wanted to go to cosines. Manny is staying with me. Faith is staying with me. Gabby is staying with me. Gary is staying with me. Helen is staying with me. Jasmine P is staying with me. Jennifer R is going to cosines. Josh L is staying with me. Josh Eliza is staying with me. Joy is staying with me. Melanie is staying with me. Melissa is staying with me. Molly is staying with me. Nebu is staying with me. Nayeli is staying with me. Noemi is staying with me. Emiliano is staying with me. And Wendy is going to cosine. For sure. Okay. Diana G, I think you should have a breakout room notification. Let me know if you do not. Moses, Janine, and Jacob, you should have breakout room notifications. Go ahead and take those. All right, friends. Thank you for being patient. We just are going to do one problem for our notes. Can you believe it? One problem for our notes. It's going to be a great day. If you are with me, let me go ahead and find your faces. There you are. Hi, everybody. I'm so glad you're here with me. Janine, you should have a breakout room notification. Go ahead and click on that. Jacob, you should have a breakout room notification. Go ahead and click that. All right, we're going to do one problem today. One problem. Let me go ahead and pull up my page. Let me know, are you ready? If you're staying with me, are you ready? You got paper, you got pencil. You're like, Miss, I've been ready. It's 9:18. Please let us get started. I get you. All right. Looking good. I like it. All right, team. Go ahead and draw this triangle on your paper if you're someone who is ready. Draw that on your paper if you're someone who is ready. All right. We are doing the Law of Signs Part 2. This is notes 33. And guys, check it out. This is it. That's the whole notes page, right? We're just going to do this one problem together. There are actually going to be 3 big steps. So we're gonna learn what it means to solve a triangle. Okay, to solve a triangle is to find all the sides and all the angles. All the sides and all the angles. All right. Can you pop a Y in the chat for me if you've got this triangle written down on your paper? Pop a Y in that chat if you've got the triangle there. Gabby's got it. Amira's got it. Gary's got it. 3 people got it on their paper. Liliana's got it. Jasmine P's got it. Nebby's got it. Amazing. Thanks for participating in the chat. Sending merits to you. Appreciate you. Joy's got it. Love it. Naomi's got it. Love it. Mel's got it. Love it. Melissa's got it. Whoa. Melissa. Wow, I spelled Melissa's name wrong. My bad, Melissa. Here we go. Melissa. There we go. Josh and Faith got it. Love it. All right, friends. There's more chances to earn merits. Let's do this. Okay, so in order to solve a triangle, we need to find all the sides and all the angles. Okay, so we already have 2 angles, 19 and 40, and we already have 1 side, 16. So we need to find the other angle, and we need to find the other 2 sides, here. So we're going to start by doing the one that is set up for us. So right now, I'm going to try to find X. I want to find X. Someone help me write an equation. Someone come off mute and help me write an equation that can help me solve for X, just like Tuesday. Just like Tuesday. X goes with 40. X goes with 40. Yeah, we're going to use sine 40. But if we're looking for X, what's going to go on top?
Sine 40.
Sine 40 is going to go on the bottom because we know it. The thing that we're looking for always goes on top, right? Always goes on top. Thank you to that person that came off mute. I'm not sure exactly who it was, but I appreciate you. Josh Liza, I love that in the chat. Absolutely. We're going to put X on top over sine 40 because those go together. They're across from each other, right? X and 40 go together. What we're looking for goes on top, right? What we're looking for goes on top. So we're putting X over sine 40. Cool. All right, it needs to be equal to something. We had a side on top. So now we need to have another side on top. What is the other side?
16 over sine 19.
Yeah, good job, Amira. And thank you, Emiliano and Josh Liza in the chat. So I have X over sine 40 equals 16 over sine 19, right? We have this here. So we have this other pair here. Go ahead. Someone tell me, what am I going to do in order to get x by itself? What am I going to do to get x by itself? Multiply sine 40. Yes, Emiliano. Multiply sine 40. Sine 40. What we do on one side, got to do on the other. Sine 40 and sine 40 will cancel, and we'll leave with x equals. Someone do this in their calculator for me, please. Ah, Josh Eliza's already got me. Josh, you're a rock star. 31.6. 31.6. All right. 31.6. Do we want to see how to do it in our calculator? Let's check it out. We want to make sure that we are in degrees. So we've got 16 divided by sine 19 times sine 40, right? So just like Josh got, we get 31.58. We're gonna round that 8 up. So this will be a 31.6, 31.6. Okay, so x equals 31.6. I'm gonna go ahead and write that on my drawing, 31.6. 31.6, like that. Amazing. All right. Okay, so now remember, to solve a triangle is to find all the sides and all the angles. We have two sides now. We have 31.6 and we have 16. We have two angles, 19 and 40, but we need to find the other angle on the other side. Does anyone have any idea how if we know two angles, do you remember from geometry, how could I figure out what this angle is? Gabby telling me 180, 180 minus 40 minus 19. Yeah. So remember a triangle. So I'm going to draw a line to give myself some space. A triangle has 180 degrees. So if we take away the 19 and take away the 40, then we'll be left with what's left over. So I'm going to say, okay, 180 minus 19 minus 40. So in my calculator, 180 minus 19 minus 40 is 121. So angle B equals 121 degrees. 121 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and write that on my drawing. 121 degrees. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate you. It's okay, Gabby. That's for a square or a four-sided figure. Good idea. All right. So now, if I want to find this side over here, what should we label it? Because it can't be X anymore. So what letter should we use? Who's got a letter that they like?
Y.
Y. Cool. Let's use Y. All right. So we've got Y. If I want to solve for Y, if I want to get Y by itself, I'm going to put Y on top. And what's going to go on bottom? Sine 121. Yeah, exactly what's across from it, right? Sine 121. Sine 121 equals, and then there's two pairs that I can use now, right? I could use sine 40 and 31.6, or I could use sine 19 and 16. For me personally, I like to use the one that the problem gives me because I can't mess that up. The problem gave that to me, right? Maybe I messed up doing 31.6, right? So I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to use the one that the problem gave me again. So I have 16 and 19. What should I put on top? 16, yeah, Josh. And what should I put on bottom? Sine 19 for sure. Josh, you're killing it. Good job. All right. Okay, now I'm gonna solve for y. How do I get y by itself? How do I get y by itself, friends?
I don't know if it's multiplying the both sides from sine 1 to 1. I think.
Yeah. You're exactly right. So right now I have y divided, but I always think, what do I see? I see division. What's the opposite of division? Multiplication, right? So I'm going to multiply times sine 121, just like you said. Cancels, cancels. Y equals, and we're going to have in this box here, we're going to have, oh, check it out. I already have 16 over sine 19. And then here, sine 121. 121 is going to go in there instead. So I would have 42.1. Yes, Emiliano, great job. 42.1. So now I'm going to put that on my drawing. Y equals 42.1. So my answers are all three of these things. X equals 31.6. Y equals 42.1. And my angle B equals 121 degrees. All three of those things are my answers because our direction was to solve a triangle, right? To solve a triangle is to find all the sides and all the angles. We found all the sides, we have all three, and we have all the angles. Okay. Good job, yay. Okay, how are we feeling? How are we feeling? Let me, oh wow, I've never ended that poll, my bad. Here we go. How are we feeling? Some 2s, some 3s, some 4s, 1 5. All right. All right, if you're my 4s and 5s, I want you to help me out on this next one. Okay, friends, so this is officially the end of the notes. If you're someone who like draws a line, starts to do the problems, we're gonna do some problems together today. So we're gonna spend the next 15 minutes working through some problems, okay? It is a lot of work for one triangle, right? So that's why you'll notice today, you are only doing on your homework, here's your notes, that's where you're popping that problem that we just did. If you're star, 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 you're only doing 2 problems today. If you're on track, you're only doing 3 problems today. If you are honors, you're only doing 4 problems today, right? So you're not doing, like normally I make you do like 10 or 12 problems, but since there are different parts of each of these, right? You are doing like a small number of problems today, okay? Does that seem fair? Thumbs up, cool. All right, let's do number 2 together. I wanna do number 2. So go ahead and draw number 2 on your paper, put a circle around it to show that it's number 2. And then you're gonna draw this here really fast. We're gonna do number 2 because we have to find 2 angles this time. So I'm gonna start us with that. Go ahead and pop a Y in the chat when you've got the triangle drawn on your paper. Thank you. Thanks, friends. Go ahead and write that on your paper. Pop a Y in the chat. Thanks, Mel. Amazing. All right. I'm just gonna move these names over a little bit. They're off our page, but I still got them. All right. So when we have this one here, my first step when I look at these problems is I'm gonna make the pair. And my first pair is gonna be the one that has both things, right? That has an angle and a side. Where do we have an angle and a side where both of them are numbers, like no letters? What two numbers go together from this drawing? what two numbers go together? Yeah, 44 and 63. 44 and 63. That's my first pair. That's my like, I'm going to hold on to them. That's my rock solid pair. Okay. So then what pair has one number and one letter? One number and one letter. 40 and D, yes. 40 and D. That's where I'm going to start. Okay. So I'm going to start with my two numbers and my number and my pair. The reason why is because C and C, that's not help. There's not helpful to me. It has to have at least one number. That's not helpful, right? So I have to use D and 40 and 44 and 63. So I want to find angle D. That's my one variable in this problem. So I am going to put D on top, but since it's an angle, what do I have to put with it? D is an angle. What do I have to put with it?
Sine?
Sine, yeah, sine. Josh, not this time. We're not going to use cosine. We're going to use sine. There's a lot of sine, so we'll stay there. Oof, it's okay. It's all right. No problem. All right, so sine D, as I think Gabby told us, sine D over what number? What goes with sine D? 40, yeah, good job, chat. 40 equals, what is the other fraction? What is the other fraction, the yellow fraction that they give me? What's the yellow fraction? 44 and sine 63. Yeah, we're going to put sine 63 on top because we want them to match, right? We want them to match. Angles on top this time and 44 sides on bottom. Good job. So sine 63 over 44, just like that. I love it. All right. How, I'm trying to get sine D by itself. How do I get D by itself? Right now I see divide by 40, so I'm going to multiply. Yeah, I see division, so I'm going to use multiplication. Divide by 40 on both sides. I'm sorry, multiply by 40 on both sides. I get sine D equals, I'm going to put this in my calculator. Right, so I'm going to go to my calculator, clear that one out. Sine 63. Here's something to be careful of. Some people were like putting like this, divide by 44 and putting it in there. That does not match this. I want the 44 to be under all of it. So I have to backspace this. I'm going to get out. I'm going to click over here to get out of there. Oops, to get out of there. And then I'm going to put divide by 44. That helps the 44 to go on the bottom there. Right? And then I'm going to click out on the outside again, and I'm going to get times 40, like that. I'm going to get a decimal. That's the goal. It should be less than 1. 0.81, blah, 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 blah. All right. Now, remember, it's an angle. It's sine D. How do I get rid of sine? How do I get rid of sine? Sine -1. Emiliano already knew what I was going to say. Sine inverse. Sine inverse on both sides. Sine inverse, I get D dropping out. And then check out what I'm going to do over here. I'm going to teach you a calculator skill because I know you all were typing in this thing. If you click in front here, we want to do the sine inverse of this whole thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to function, go to sine inverse, and it will just put sine inverse and it will do all of this math inside of there. And it will do the sine inverse of it. And we get 54 point, how does this round? Is it 54.0 or 54.1? 1, yeah, 54.1. 54.1 degrees. Nice. So D is 54.1. D is 54.1. I'm going to go ahead and write it on my drawing. 54.1. All right, now I know 2 angles. How can I find my third angle? I have two angles. How do I find my third? Yeah, Amira, good job. I'm gonna do it here, 180 minus 54.1 minus 63. Someone help me on the calculator. Help me, help me. No, no one will tell me. 180 minus 54.1. Who can do it faster than me? Minus
62
6.
point.
Yeah, 62.9. Gabby knew she wasn't going to type it fast enough, so she said it out loud. I appreciate you. 62.9. Be careful, Joy. There's a 9 there rather than 1 because you're subtracting away the 0.1. So you have 0.9 left over. So angle C is 62.9. So the first one might take a long time, but the second one should go really fast because that angle one is just subtraction, right? Angle, subtraction. All right. All right, so we know this one is 62.9. I'm going to draw it on my drawing, 62.9 degrees right there. And now I need to find C. I need to find C. Someone help me set up this equation. Help me set up this equation. What can I write? What am I trying to find? That's going to go first. What's the only thing left in this triangle to find?
Sine C.
Yeah, not sine because it's a side. You might have said that, Gabby, and I just couldn't hear you right. But side C, yes, Jasmine, yes, Josh. What is the sine? What's the angle that's going to go with it? Yeah, Mira, sine 62.9, because that's what's straight across from it right here, right? And that's equal to, I could use my green one, but I solved for this, so I don't trust myself. I'm going to use the yellow one, the 44 and the sine 63, right? So on top, well, it goes on top, or what's my fraction? I want to put my sign on bottom, Josh.
44 over 63. Sine 63.
Yes, good catch. Sine 63. 44 over sine 63. All right. So I have now, how am I going to get C by itself?
You multiply.
Multiply by?
Sine 62.9.
Yep, 62.9.
Drop the C.
Sine. Drop the C.
I don't know from there, miss.
What can we, these are all numbers. What can we do with these, y'all?
Oh, you plug them into the decimals.
Yes, decimals. 44 divided by sine 63 times sine 62.9. Somebody help me round that.
44.
Yeah, 44. You can put 44.0 if you like, if that makes you feel better, but it's just 44. 44, because then it's 43.9, but the 6 is rounding up. So we would have, so that would round up to 9 and that would round up to 3. Right? It just like pushes over because we were gonna call it 10. So we carry the 1 kind of thing. So C is 44. C is 44. Just like that. Great job, team. All right, I have a weekend miracle for you. Is everyone ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Star, star, star. I'm changing yours to choose 1. You are done for today. Turn in your assignment, please. Right? Turn in your assignment if you are star, star, star. You are all done. All I need is 1, your 1 here, and your number 2 is going to go in this box right here, and that's it. You're done. There's extra credit if you want it. You can do more if you want, but you don't have to. On track, you are doing 1 more. No, sorry, that should be not 1, like 1 more. So instead of 3, you're going to do 2. So you already have 1 done. you're gonna do one more for homework, that's it. One more for homework, that's it. Honors, you should be doing 4, I'm changing it to 3. So honors, you're doing 2 more and that's it. Right, so I don't wanna see anybody stressing out, doing crazy stuff. Yeah, woo, I see some party emojis, got some woos in the chat. So star, you are done. Turn yours in, turn it in right now. Turn it in. I wanna see everybody star. Done. Yeah, this is your reward for coming to class. I'm proud of you, I love you. On track, you're gonna do one more problem, that's it. I don't wanna see any more than one more problem, right? So one more problem. And honors, I don't wanna see more than 2 problems. So I wanna see those 2 problems right now. You're gonna rock it out, right? So you're rocking it out, 2 more problems. That's it. Yeah, good. I'm seeing some woos and some appreciating. Yes, if you are on track, you're just doing that one more problem. Josh, yeah, you're meeting in the middle. You're meeting in the middle, so you have one more. Woo! So all of my star humans, I should see yours in Canvas right now, or you're texting me a picture right now, right? So stars. There's no look at, I was so nice. There's no checkpoint form. You're just like done. Look, done. Cool. Merits to Miss Mac. Yay, merits to me. Okay, if you can't trust yourself to like turn this in right now, right? If you can't trust yourself to make it happen, to like turn it in, I want you to just text me a picture of your work right now, right? Because some point, even if you're on track and you do this note and you do one problem, that's still way more points than if you don't turn it in. If you don't turn it in, I can't give you any points. So please, if you can't trust yourself to turn it in like in the next 45 minutes, then I want you to just send me a text message. Yeah, I'm a real one. Merits to me, yay. Merits, teacher merits, my favorite. Okay, I believe that the other groups are still working. If you would like to go to Miss Flores's breakout, well, no, y'all are done. So star, you're done. So you don't need Miss Flores, I don't think. If you need to talk to Miss Flores, please let me know and I'll put you in her breakout room. If you need to talk to Ms. Yama, please let me know and I'll put you in her breakout room. Other than that, you are donezo for today. You're donezo. You're donezo for the weekend. Have an amazing weekend, friends. My phone number, if you need it, I'll put it in the chat to text me, 719-360-9797. There you go. Bye, friends. Josh Lynn, yes. Josh, here you go. Screenshot that. Bye. Adios, bye.